to my virtual creation of my 21st century textiles technology learning environment. My classroom consists of different learning spaces for different learning and practical activities. It is designed to facilitate students to think innovatively and creatively whilst engaging in technologies. This is the sewing area where students complete their practical sewing assignments. This area can also be changed into a teaching and learning space for theory work, as the sewing machines on the tables can be easily stored and hidden on a shelf underneath each table row. The idea behind having the sewing machines set up on tables in rows, instead of the traditional setup of having the sewing machines around the edges of the room, is so that students no longer have to huddle around one sewing machine to view a teacher sewing demonstration. Instead, students simply watch the interactive whiteboard with footage from a small camera attached to the teacher's sewing machine. The teacher can also display step-by-step instructions on the interactive whiteboard while the footage is being shown. The camera can also record the footage and save in a file format for future reference. Technology devices such as a laptop, iPad and iPod can be connected to the interactive whiteboard for various lessons in teaching the textiles technology curriculum. Next to the sewing area is an organised equipment bay with all the essential sewing equipment such as scissors, coloured threads, needles, tailor's chalk and tape measures. On the left of the equipment bay is a display area where students can display their finished textile items. This is one out of the two large storerooms that this classroom contains. This storeroom is used for the storage of fabric and sewing equipment. At the back of the classroom is a vinyl area. It contains sinks for the messy textile tasks such as tie-dyeing, screen printing and painting. Just outside the sink area, through the back classroom door, is a clothesline area for drying printed or dyed fabric. The clothesline area is covered so textile items won't become wet if it rains. The uncovered part is a little courtyard for students to bring their laptop, iPad or iPod out and a cushion from the storeroom to sit on and enjoy the sunshine while learning. Next to the sewing machine area is a large wooden table with stools for group work activities. It is also a space for students to use their laptops, iPods and iPads and to look through books and magazines for textiles and design inspiration ideas. Just behind the group work table is a computer area with a printer and scanner. Students can use the printer for printing researched information or for creating iron-on printed transfers for textile projects. These computers are also useful for students who may forget to bring their laptops or simply because they prefer to view design ideas or complete assignment work on a larger monitor. Next to the printer and scanner is a bookshelf containing a number of textbooks and resource books for students to use, as well as a number of educational DVDs that can be viewed on a large flat-screen television. Next to the computer area and group work table are two glass doors for students to walk through and enter the glass-walled study room. This glass-walled room is a nice atmospheric area for students to complete group work activities or to read and study individually on laptops, iPods or iPads in a comfortable environment that allows plenty of natural lighting. The room contains lounges and beanbags for students to comfortably sit on while studying or participating in online virtual worlds such as Second Life. As students walk into this 21st century textiles classroom, they can easily store their school bags in the bag bay. This eliminates having school bags in the sewing area, which can become a hazard. The bag bay also contains a number of cupboards for extra storage space for books and resources. At the other end of the group work table that was shown earlier is space for students to cut fabric. There is also a whiteboard on the back wall of the classroom for the teacher to write notes on while having group discussions, or for students to draw textile designs on while they are looking through magazines for design inspirations. Last but not least is the second storeroom that contains large baskets and shelving for the storage of students' textile assignment projects and Year 12's textile major work projects. A number of mannequins that can be used for various textile sewing projects are also stored in this room. A large lockable cupboard is also contained in this storeroom to securely keep all the iPads, iPods and spare laptops in. I chose the colour light green to colour the walls of my classroom, as it is researched to be a soothing, calm, cheerful and health-giving colour. This is my design of a 21st century textiles and design learning environment.